Welcome. In front of me is a Nubia Neo 3 GT, and today I will show you how you can capture a screenshot on this device. So, to get started, you will want to open up the content that you wish to capture. Now, I will be using home screen as an example for this, so home screen is already visible on my screen. Make sure that what you want to capture on your screenshot is right now visible on that screen. When it is, simply press the power button and volume down at the same time. You get a pop-up with scroll and share options. Now, scroll option was grayed out for me because there's nothing really to scroll down on right here. But if you opened up something like settings, in which you can scroll down, you could capture a long version of a screenshot. Now, I do want to point out one thing. You won't be able to always capture a screenshot. There are certain applications that block this feature. Now, the feature, I think it's called drawing over other apps, but that doesn't matter how it's exactly called. But what it kind of pointing that out, because applications that block the drawing over other apps will basically block screenshots and screen recordings from being captured or taken while that application is open. Now, screen recordings get blocked in a way that basically when you record a screen, all you end up seeing when that application is open, and only when it's open, is a black screen. Now, for screenshots, it's just flat out gonna block it and give you a pop-up that you can't do this. And this kind of design is made for privacy and security purposes. And to give you an example of this, if you consider something like your bank application, in which you put in your PIN, passwords to access it, if you had some kind of malware that uses a feature like screen recording or screenshots to see what kind of pins you have for it, you can imagine how that would be detrimental to the security of your bank. So therefore, bank blocks the drawing over other applications. Therefore, screenshots cannot be taken in it, which you probably at one point already experienced it. And luckily, bank applications do give you alternatives to capture, for instance, confirmations to payments, as that's usually what you're gonna try to capture as a screenshot in there anyway. Now, where this is kind of used in a crappy way is it's basically with streaming platforms, something like Netflix, Spotify, and so on. These applications are also ones that come pre-installed with the most devices, apparently not here though, surprisingly enough. And I personally find this to be absolutely unacceptable that an application that usually I didn't even install myself can change how my device functions, as inherently it does change how your device functions. Just because you opened up an application, it shouldn't be able to block it willy-nilly just because it wants it. You never gave it permission to it, and the application never asked for that permission. And whatever the explanation here is, I'm going to show you ways to circumvent this, just not really using the set application. You have to use something else. But I'm going to be showing you something else that you can use to do this. But I'm doing this because I find that application like Netflix, in my case, which has the ability to block it without my permission or even asking for it, I just cannot stand for this. And any kind of text of this being okay by application in terms of service or privacy policy, whatever the shit they want, is completely falling out the window because I never agreed to this. I don't own, nor have I ever did own a Netflix account. Therefore, that can be shoved up their ass and disposed of without any kind of, problem. And the application doesn't give you this pop-up when you're opening it up. And you don't need to be logged into the application for it to be open or agree to anything to open it. And yet it can block your screenshots, screen recordings. So because of that, up yours, Netflix. I'm going to show ways around it. And obviously that also goes for other ones like Spotify or so on. Though typically, I think you might want to capture screenshots in applications like this for shows or movie content kind of thing, right? So in this case, you can navigate to your browser. And I used to show one of the sites that was pstream.mov, but I think because I was showing it, possibly I got banned, or basically they got cease and desist kind of letter under the bullshit pretenses that they're basically distributing pirated content, which they're not. I mean, from what I understand, they're not actually distributing it. They're as much distributing it as a browser is, because you can navigate on a browser to that place to view it. That's basically equivalent of it. They're just doing the same thing in a neatly organized way. Google doesn't get a cease and desist for that, so I am not sure why a website should. Anyway, so I'll be saying that you can check for alternatives to something like this. And Reddit will be your friend. Look for this, find alternatives to this, and you're good to go. Now, I don't want to really drop any other names, to be honest, as you will find on Reddit an entire list of this, to be completely fair. But this one, because I was showing it, well, you can see that's how it looks like. Before, it actually had a little quick message that it got taken down, but it's no longer reachable even. So, in any case, you can find alternatives to this, which one of them is Ether, though the ending is a little bit different, but hey, it does the same thing. And because it's running on a browser, I can capture a screenshot. And it's completely ignoring what kind of website is open on it. It doesn't care, as it's still just a browser. So I can do whatever I want in it. And for Spotify or other crap like this, if you want to capture a screenshot in there for some reason, unfortunately you won't be able to. You could potentially look at Revanced, which allows you to find correct version of Spotify. So that's the way around it. And in there, I think you might be able to capture a screenshot, but if not, you can always use YouTube. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.